Hi guys, take a look at this lovely little pen. Hey, isn't it gorgeous? Yes, it's a Wyvern. A Wyvern, I hear you ask? I'm sure there's lots of people out there that have never actually heard of Wyvern. Very briefly, Wyvern were actually one of the, I would say maybe one of the longest established fountain pen makers in England. I believe they started around the sort of late 1800s making fountain pens. They went all the way through, I believe, to around about the 1950s. Around, I believe, sort of maybe 1920s, 1930s, they also made their own gold nibs. Now, not only did they make their own gold nibs, they made nibs for many other manufacturers of that particular period. So, you know, yeah, you might be having or writing with a pen at the moment, I don't know, Conway, Stewart, Waterman, Summit, be it whatever, a pen that has a nib made by the Wyvern Company. Originally, I believe the Wyvern they adopted from the county of Leicester in the UK. The UK has a sort of Wyvern dragon, if you like, as their symbol, and I believe they actually adopted that Wyvern, and actually you'll see that on some of the Wyvern pens. So, as I say, what we've got is a Wyvern No. 7s. Now, this particular model I'm dating sort of round about 1920s, 1930s. Now, from what I believe, they actually made a Wyvern No. 7n, which, I don't know, the N may stand for normal. Now, this one being the No. 7s, I would say stands for small. So they actually made a slightly bigger version, and I believe the larger version also had a clip. They made these sort of torpedo shaped pens. They made them in numerous different colours, some lovely attractive colours, and in some slight sort of variation as far as the trim was concerned. But as I say, what we're going to concentrate on this one, and as I say, it's the No. 7s. Now, first of all, take a look at this gorgeous colour. I would call it a jade colour. It's in this lovely sort of red orangey colour, and if you look very closely, it's got these sort of little swirls of yellow. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I would call it, like I say, a coral colour, and the coral colours, not only in the Wyvern but in other manufacturers, are quite a rare colour and quite a rare material as well. So I would say this one may be slightly rare, or slightly, well, quite sought after maybe. But it comes, as I say, in this lovely coral colour. Let's try and find the barrel imprint for you. And there we have the barrel imprint, and it reads Wyvern No. 7s, and then I believe it says Wyvern Pen Company, London, and then to the bottom, made in England. Okay, so as you can see, although they were mainly based in Leicester in the UK, Wyvern also had, well, maybe a manufacturing or an office in London as well. You'll notice straight away it's got this gold filled or gold plated lever with this lovely sort of a triangular shape to the bottom there. And you've already noticed we've got these two sort of cap bands, one to the bottom and one to the top of the cap there. And as we said, it's this lovely sort of torpedo shape to the top of the cap, and to the end of the barrel there, it's sort of slightly cut off. But all in all, a gorgeous, gorgeous pen. Okay, let's give you some twirls. I've fully restored the pen, everything's been cleaned, everything's been polished, we've put a new sack in it, it's in absolutely stunning condition, and somebody will actually enjoy this pen for many years to come. So what we'll do, we'll find a new home for it, hopefully. Okay, there's this section to the very top there. You can see slight taper towards the nib, and then if we show you the nib there, you'll see it's got a warranted 14 karat gold nib, which again is not unusual for these pens, because as we said earlier, they actually made their own nibs. They made these warranted nibs for which were used, if you like, by many other companies as well. But a lovely 14 karat gold warranted nib there. There's a sideways view. Let's show you the feed underneath. You see it's got this sort of what we term as a ladder feed underneath. And as before, everything is it lovely and clean, as you can see there. So in absolutely gorgeous condition. Although it says a small pen, it's actually quite a comfortable pen to hold. I've got large hands, I do prefer slightly larger pens, but by no means is this uncomfortable to hold. It's a lovely size. How does it write? Well, let's find out. So as I say, it's a lever fill, so what we do, we dip the nib in the section in the ink. I'm sure you heard that bubbling noise, which is precisely what we want to hear. Let's bring on some paper and let's see how this lovely pen writes. So what we have, okay, slightly dry, so let's give it a little bit of time for it to flow. As always, what you're seeing is precisely what I'm seeing. Okay, so the videos are not edited. If we've got problems, you'll see that we've got problems. So there we go, it's beginning to flow. So we've got a Wyvern, and it's a number 7s, as we said. Made in England, and we're dating it to, I don't know, what did we say, 1930s, maybe even earlier. I'm going to stick with 1930s, I think, nice and simply. And the nice thing of this pen, let's call it coral. Okay, so it's in this lovely coral colour. Does it have any flecks? Maybe slightly. Okay, we're getting a bit of skipping there when we're pressing a lot of pressure on it, but there we go. I mean, the ink's beginning to flow now, so obviously since it's been restored, it's never been written. As we said, you see what I see. You know, nothing's hidden, there's nothing edited. If we've got a problem, then we fix it. But as you can see, it's now writing lovely. Writing, I would say, with a medium line, with a little bit of flex in the nib as well. So let's pop the cap back on. So a gorgeous little pen in this lovely coral colour. Again, let's give you a little bit of close up on this colour because it is absolutely stunning. It's a shame some of the modern pens don't still use these materials. Now when I say materials, although it's a Wyvern and you may have never heard of them, don't be put off. In my opinion, Wyvern, this is a superb quality made fountain pen, as good as, if not better, than some of the major manufacturers of that particular period. So although you may have not heard of the name, they're becoming, you know, they're becoming more common, more collectible, but at the end of the day, they are quality pens. So I hope you've enjoyed looking at the pen as much as I enjoyed showing them to you. Don't forget, leave a comment below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment, as I say, below. If you possibly can, please support my work. But for now, I'll just say, please be careful out there. Bye bye.